us, because there's one in front and one at the back, and like that we can be easily attacked, because sometimes you can't see
the vehicle in front.
Yes.
Yeah, you are in a very vulnerable position because you're hemmed in.
Yeah.
And it's easy for somebody to come right up here to the window. Okay. This is Sibusiso. He is the supervisor for this work crew from Sanitec.
From Sanitec, yes.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
So I was asking whether they would be able to do this work without a police escort. And you were saying no, before the police escort, what was happening?
There is a lot of problems that are happening here in this area, to the problem of extortion, you understand?
So the guys are coming to threaten you and trying
to... threatening people, and also to, robbing some members of their staff, we understand.
You said one of your members got robbed even inside the truck?
Inside the truck. Law enforcement services is better than the police guys, because the police, they are taking a long time to respond. We understand, in any situation, when you report to them. But law enforcement immediately, they somehow come quickly to attend the situation.
Because when the extortion started, you had to stop working.
Yes, that's it.
Then what happened?
Yeah, so the community is suffering.
It's Pambene.
Yeah, that's
you have to work under those circumstances.
Okay. All right.
But in the meantime, the service needs to get delivered, and we cannot afford it to be disrupted. Good luck with this. I hope that we can get to a situation soon where we can deal with the extortionists, so that you do not have to work with fear.
We so much say thanks to the law enforcement, to PJ Smith, you understand, by giving us that protection.
So, Nkosi for speaking to us, and have a good weekend, and thank you for spending time with us.
Thank you, Mr.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so here you collect the full containers, huh?
Yeah.
You collect the whole containers. You don't use the pipe to drain the toilet. You were gun pointed.
Yeah, I was gun pointed by head.
So, Principal Inspector Robinson, he is working with the facility protection officers. So originally when we created this unit, it was in response to communities pleading with us to help them protect our facilities, our electricity depots, our water depots, our roads depots, our clinics, our halls, our libraries. These are facilities that come under constant attack, and we want to protect those facilities so that we can spend money on improving them and not constantly just spend money on just replacing what was stolen or broken the previous day. So that was the original intention behind creating the facility protection officer. And as a secondary function, they were meant to protect services and do escorts, police escorts, where these were required. Unfortunately, with the state of intimidation in some areas, and as the staff here from Mshengu just said, it's not all areas, it's some hotspots. They are basically unable to work unless law enforcement accompanies them. And so now Principal Inspector Robinson will tell you that 90%, you said, of all of your work at the moment is police escorts, and 10% is protecting our facilities.
That is correct, Alderman. On days, I hardly have actually staff to do the normal patrols at the facilities.
And the complaints and stuff that we get.
Etc., which we need to attend. We have basically then one vehicle in the area that has to run up and down.
And how many other vehicles on that day is doing escorts then?
Then on a day I can have up to 8 vehicles
doing escorts.
And on different escorts.
All just protecting city services so that they can render service.
That is correct.
This is craziness, sir. This is craziness. So basically, if they have a crew of 4 staff, which is what they seem to have here today on this particular crew, you have 2 staff, each in 2 vehicles, so you've got 4 staff protecting them. So they're deploying 4, you're deploying 4. Basically, it's costing us double to render every service to the community. Yes, that's really unfortunate. I mean, that department is not paying for it, but the city as a whole is ending up incurring double the cost to render a service because of crime and extortion syndicates.
Yes, Alderman, we do the calculation, and then it will come out to that the city will have to fork out for the vendor that's doing the service, and then also for the law enforcement to escort these people so the service delivery can continue, and so that the community can have basic services.
And then worse, you said to me that because of the constant needs and often the late night emergencies where these departments have to respond and you have to escort them at night to respond, you're also having to call on staff on overtime. And so that's an additional cost and a very expensive cost, because bringing in staff on overtime costs time and a half or double time every time. So this is also a big drain on your budget.
Yes, it is a huge drain in the budget. But there's nothing else I can
But
do.
the services need to get rendered. Absolutely. That's the first priority.
That is correct, Alderman.
Thank you for what you and your staff are doing. We appreciate it, and thank you for being on site. And all these services are saying that without law enforcement at this stage, they sadly cannot function. So until we get the state to effectively prosecute the extortionists and take them out of the equation, this is sadly how it's going to be for the foreseeable future. So, but thank you. Appreciate it.